Okay, for today we're going to look at a sequence for leg attacks, which is more of a flow drill made popular by Eddie Cummings over the internet. And the thing about this one is it's really good from beginner to advanced to super advanced level to work on, just because of all the transitions and the control that you need to have over your opponent's legs. The problem with it is that it seems, at least at a first glance, very complicated, especially if you're new to it. It looks like you're getting lost from in the very first 10 seconds. And we want to make it simple to work for everyone. We want to make it simple to be able to learn it faster, rather than do it over and over again for 10 days before you actually get into it. So we're just going to demonstrate it first, what it looks like as a sequence, and then how to make it easier to learn for a beginner. We're going to start with a position where my shoulders and chest are directly underneath his hips. We want to get into that position so we have a better leverage over his legs and basically off-balance him easier. Now, for this particular drill, we're going to try not to shake him and bake him very much so he doesn't really lose balance. We're not trying to sweep him or anything. We're just trying to get into the leg flow drill. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just do the drill. So right now we did basically 2 on each leg. And if you don't know what this is, there are 4 positions that we did on each leg. The first one was outside Ashi Garami, where I want to hip up as much as possible and hamstring and back heel into his leg. What that does is ultimately basically gives me an opportunity to sweep axle this way, right? If I hip in and do that. The second position is basically a transitional position into a butterfly Ashi Garami with one foot on his hip, making it hard for him to come forward and smash me, and the other one around here for control over the leg. The third position was regular Ashi Garami, or Irimi Ashi Garami, or also known as single leg X, where I'm entirely controlling this leg. I have opportunities to sweep and land in a very good leg locking position. And the fourth position, stemming from this one, was the regular X guard, or so-called modified X guard rather, because I have an overhook on his leg. Regular X guard would be with underhook on his leg. So I have a modified X guard. This is the fourth position in the sequence. From this position, we're going to shoot our legs through, swivel the hips around, and end up in the first initial position, but on the other leg, as it is outside Ashi Garami. Right? Butterfly Ashi, regular Ashi Garami or single leg X, and X guard. Now, with all that said, that looks really confusing. So to make it easier, we're going to have our partner start doing the most common reactions that he would do. He will start disengaging my legs so he doesn't get swept. Now, what's the next thing that he'll do after he disengages my leg? He'll most probably like to come forward because he's on a leg drag position right now. And there goes my leg attack. There goes a lot of my things. So from here, he disengages. The first thing I'm going to do is put this foot on the hip. That'll stop him from coming forward for a moment. I'm going to use this leg to hook here. I'll push off a little bit and use this position as a transition to the next one. He will disengage from here. He doesn't like that. Boom, I'm going into the next one. He'll disengage from this one as well. And I'm going to go to the next one, right? Then we're going to transition just to the other leg, not for any other reason, but to be able to work on both sides, essentially. So the idea here is that when I come to this side and I start, or to this position, I start sweeping, he will disengage. He'll want to come forward into a leg drag. Put that leg right away here. Brings us to the second transitional position. Disengages there. When he disengages from here, he literally puts my leg where I want it to go, on his opposite butt cheek. I wrap around right away. Disengages. I drop this foot here to the back of his knee. and the one that he disengaged is going to swing around and come here, right? In simplest terms, this is the reason we're transitioning from one to the other, because he's reacting to my attacking positions. All right, so if he doesn't do anything, then the whole drill is pointless, because I'm not going to be transitioning from one to the other for no reason. So whenever we drill that, we would be advising the partner, your training partner, to actually give you a little reaction right there, without trying to smash you, without trying to escape or anything like that. This is not the purpose of the drill. He's going to give me a reaction again, exactly what he's supposed to be doing, and exactly what he's supposed to be doing. And I'm going to be doing what I need to do. So I think, so the idea for the drill is not only to make me efficient at what I do from the bottom in leg attacking, but also to make my training partner efficient at seeing the position early as it comes and start defending it. We're not talking about a sweep here. We're not talking about the leg attacks themselves, but we're talking about transitioning from one to the other and what this flow drill is all about. With that being said, I want to thank Uprisers MMA and Axel for being such a good sport today and staying late. Thank you.